Hey budget gardeners, Vita Loca here. Join me today as I show you how to propagate begonias in water. So let's go. There are so many different ways you can propagate plants. Some of the ways that I love to propagate plants are through seed, but I also like to propagate plants through cuttings. And then who can forget about propagating a plant through division? It's such a fun way to make more free plants. When it comes to begonias, I have a lot of videos that show you my process for propagating the plant through seed, how to collect the seeds, how to plant the seeds, and what I'll do is put links to those videos down in the description below in case you want to check those out. A number of you have asked me, is it possible to propagate begonias in water? I'm here to tell you it is. So if you don't want to increase your stock in begonias by starting them from seed, another option is you can take cuttings of the plant and propagate them very easily in water. These wax begonias that are right behind me, I never bought the seeds, I never bought the plant. In fact, I saw the plant in a local park. It was going to seed. This was a number of years ago. I collected the seeds from that plant, and ever since then, I've been able to propagate this plant year after year. I prefer to do it through seeds. However, I'm definitely going to be propagating more and more begonias from cuttings. You usually want to propagate your plants from cuttings at different times of the year. You can do it in the springtime. Let's say you bought one plant and you want to propagate it and turn it into more plants so you can enjoy it all season. That's a great time to do it. Or you can do it in the middle of summer so that you have more plants that go into the fall months. You can even propagate the plant in the fall time because maybe you have a frost coming. These are annuals. Where I live, they're going to die anyway. So you can always propagate them from cuttings, bring those plants in, and you can overwinter them. This video applies to lots of different begonias that are out there. There are fibrous or wax begonias. There are also tuberous begonias. And then there are houseplants that are begonias. The process would apply to any of those kinds of begonias. When you take your cutting, it should be somewhere about 3 to 4 inches in height. And you want to cut just below a set of leaves. The reason that you're cutting below a set of leaves is that's a leaf node, and that's where the roots generally will appear, although sometimes the roots will appear where you made the cut as well. Then what you can do is strip off any of the leaves that are at the bottom of the plant here. You also want to remove any sort of flowers or flower stems. At the top of your cutting, you want to do the same thing. You want to remove any of the flowers, flower buds, flower stems. And the reason you're doing that is you want the plant to put its energy into creating roots. You don't want it to put its energy into creating more flowers. So we can go ahead and remove this flower as well as this flower bud. If you wanted to, you could definitely take a larger cutting just to make sure that you have not just one, but 2 leaf nodes that are beneath water level. And one thing that's optional is if you want to, you could come in and you could cut off some of the larger leaves. Just because you want your plant, again, to put its energy into creating roots. You don't want it to try to be supporting too many leaves. Here are some more wax begonias that I started from seed. We can do the same thing with these wax begonias if we wanted to. We could take off some of the cuttings and root them in water. So let's go ahead and we can just cut right down here. And it's a good idea to remove this little piece right here, this papery piece. That will also just help the plant root faster. We're going to go ahead and remove this leaf that's over here. And then at the top, we're going to go ahead and remove the stem as well as the flowers, as well as the flower bud. And if we want, we can just cut this leaf in half, this one as well. And then in this example here, we'll have 2 nodes that are in the water. Then the next step is very easy. All you have to do is take your cutting or your cuttings and put them in water. I like to use some sort of clear jar or clear cup so that I can actually see the roots being formed. The big thing is you want to make sure that you don't have any leaves that are in the water, because if the leaves are in the water, they can just cause rot. So you want to keep that water as clean as possible. It's also a good idea to change the water every 1 to 2 days, just to make sure that your cuttings don't rot. Keep the cuttings out of direct sunlight. They can be in shade or even in filtered sunlight, but you don't want them in direct sunlight. As you're waiting for your cuttings to root, if you notice that flower buds are being formed, go ahead and remove those because again, you want your plant to put its energy into creating strong roots. It will take around 2 to 3 weeks before you start seeing the formation of roots. Once you have a good amount of roots that have formed, you can go ahead and pot up your cuttings. You want to pot up your cuttings in a well-draining potting mix. And once the cuttings start getting bigger and they start flowering for you, at that point you can start fertilizing them just like you would any other flower that you have. So let's go ahead and put our cuttings in the water. And in this case, this leaf that's here is not touching the water, but just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and remove this leaf. And here's our next cutting. We can go ahead and put that in water. With this cutting, I'm noticing that the node that's up at the top here is above the level of water. I can just add more water to this just to make sure that both nodes are beneath water level. And be patient. Again, it will take a few weeks before you start seeing roots forming. Here's a wax begonia that I put in water a few weeks ago. I had removed all the flowers and flower buds, but you can see that it is just starting to push out a flower bud. I'm going to go ahead and remove that. You can see that the roots are still pretty small. Normally, I would wait a few more weeks before potting this up. However, for this video, I'm going to show you my process for potting up a cutting just so that you know how to do it should you want to take cuttings of your begonias and you want to pot them up. I have a small 3-inch pot here and it's filled with a well-draining potting mix. So I'm just going to go ahead and make an indentation or a hole in the center where we can put our cutting. Let's go ahead and place it. And then we can backfill. I'm going to give this a drink of water. It's going to get placed in the shade for a few days, and then after that, it'll be ready to go somewhere in my landscape or in a larger pot if I wish. Propagating plants in water is so much fun and it's very easy to do. I have videos that also show how to propagate coleus as well as impatiens in water. Be sure to check out the links to those videos down in the description below. I'd love to know, have you ever propagated begonias before? And if so, what variety and how did you propagate them? Please drop it down in the comment section below. And until the next video, make it a great day with gardening.